Dr. Quinn's Deadly 10, Episode 5. Impact Event. Michael Berryman's in here. Richard Grieco. 21 Jump Street. He looks pretty hungry. He's got a knife. There's some people there that look like they're in contamination suits. There's some kind of event here. Hopefully it's not terrible.
This is Justice Outlaw calling out to Haunted Forest. Is anyone reading me? Over. Looks like the show is about to begin. I guess I'll see you on the other side of Armageddon.
Government officials are calling it the end of the world.
The world has erupted in chaos since the NASA announcement just a short time ago.
I speak on behalf of the United States and many other world governments. Now, initially, we had indicated that this object would pass by the Earth, leaving us unharmed. We lied. We're all going to die.
We're okay. You're fine. What are you doing there, Billy?
Looking for the dead, right? Well, we ain't dead.
This is our home. We defend it. You two comfortable with that?
We'd have to.
Yeah. We'd have to.
You've got Ida's brains on your hand.
I am so tired of burning bodies.
Did the end of the world just turn us into serial killers?
Alright, so this Impact Event came out in 2018 and was directed by I have to get, and this name is insane, I have to actually read this. B. Luciano Barzaglia, which I think is a pseudonym for someone who knew that they were about to make a piece of shit and didn't want anybody to know, to be honest. So I thought that this was going to be some kind of a crazy cannibal movie about the end of the world apocalypse, and it turns out no, I wouldn't say that it's anything like that at all. It actually should be called Impact Nothing because it's a complete waste of time. There's so many things wrong with this flick. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, for one. Okay. You see Michael Berryman there? You see Michael Berryman? That is so deceiving. If you pick up this movie thinking that you're going to get some quality time with him, wrong. Richard Grieco. Let me give you a little example of the stuff you're going to get from Richard Grieco in this movie. Are you there? Are you there, buddy? Yeah, it's the apocalypse, so I'm going to hold it down here and hopefully you can ride it out to the other side. I'll come back and check in the middle part of the movie. Okay. Are you there? It's me, Richard Grieco. There's some prisoners that have broken out of the prison and they're kind of like cannibals. Be careful. I'll see you at the end of the movie. I'm Richard Grieco. This is the end of the movie. We must be at the other side of the apocalypse. I can't believe they paid me for this. For real. Otherwise, there's nobody else of any value in this movie, I don't think. At least nobody that I recognize. A huge problem here was that there's so many different ideas I think this dude was trying to cram into a single movie. Like, okay, so we got this impact event that causes all this radiation and stuff. Fine, that's a great plot. But no, let's throw it in that there's a bunker that's also a haunted house, and there's crazy people that work at the haunted house, and prisoners, cannibals. I'm not sure what this dude was thinking, but he was all over the place, and I think that it really screwed this movie by not being able to focus to one particular tone. There's a lot of things that happen in this movie that make absolutely no sense at all. So I think the director wanted to make a haunted house movie, like because they had this haunted house and they probably didn't have to pay for it, so they're like, oh, we have this haunted house here, we should use this as the set. And then someone else was like, but I have this script here about prisoners and cannibals and the meteor hitting the world. And he's just like, well, we got this haunted house, we have to use it. So they're just like combine it together, and it is rough. I'm telling you, freaking rough. I think this movie's like an hour and a half. Such a chore to completely watch in its entirety. I really wanted to stop this at multiple points. For some reason, like, the people that are the main characters that went to the shelter that also worked at the place halfway through just decide to put on their clown makeup and start acting like the way they are in the funhouse, like they've gone crazy or something. I didn't understand that, like, and then, like, it's like they were shooting one of the characters dresses up and then just starts doing their performances while there's these people going around, and it doesn't really make sense. So I'm just like, what is going on here? This must be an ad for the haunted house. Faded out. There's hardly any blood and gore in this. Very disappointing. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be a horror movie, an action movie, sci-fi. It's none of that. It's just trash. The music. Oh, I gotta touch on the music. I am not sure who the hell decided to come up with the playlist for this movie, but you get the whole range. You get some freaking crazy industrial techno. You get crazy hardcore rock. You get some other type of rock music. You get some sad music. Like, none of it fits anywhere in the movie. And while you're watching this, it is so ridiculous compared to what you're watching. It will take you out of the movie. So I'm not sure what the hell was going on there. But stay clear of this movie. It's a complete waste of time. Michael Berryman is not in this movie. I mean, he is, but it's very insignificant. He does nothing. I don't understand how they were able to put him on the cover like that. This movie sucks. I don't want to watch any more of these movies, but I have 5 more to go.
Dr. Quinn's Deadly 10, Episode 6. Oh my god, I can't believe I've made it this far. Dry bones. To survive the nights, don't look under the bed. So it's got some love remaining cool. It's my boy Camp. I have hope. Dread Media, I've never even heard of that. Oh god, I hope this is good.
A monster got under the bed with me.
I'm gonna look under the bed, and when I don't see a monster, I'm gonna beat the living hell out of you. Is that fair?
I went into your bedroom last night and I found your father. He was under the bed. He was all shriveled up like a raisin.
How have you been, Andy? Really?
I'm fine. Honest.
Try to stay that way. Will you?
I'm doing my best.
You don't seem that disturbed to me.
I think the term I prefer is crazy.
Are you still on meds?
Yes, prescribed by my therapist.
What are you taking?
Quetiapine.
When my parents told me that you're in the hospital, they wouldn't let me come and see you.
They probably didn't want you to know that I was in a mental health facility.
Maybe you should buy me a drink.
I think you're right.
I just don't want to hurt anybody.
What the hell?
Dry bones.
Right.
That's the name of the song Mom used to sing to us when we were kids.
Andy, come to me.
I'm in trouble, Dr. Lawless. I think I'm cracking up. Can I help you?
Where is she?
Where's who?
Don't play stupid. You know what I mean.
You guys are so weird.
A lot of people seem to think your house is haunted.
That bitch sucked me dry.
Maybe you like him younger, huh, Uncle Drew?
I'm gonna suck you dry.
2014's Dry Bones looks like something that I shot in my backyard back in 1988. This movie is absolutely freaking unwatchable. Holy crap, what a waste of my freaking life. This movie's so shitty that it had to have two directors. Gregory Lambertson and Michael O'Hear. I've never heard of any of those, and there's probably a good reason for this, because this is absolute trash. It's the story of some kid who believes in monsters and stuff. He says he has a monster under his bed. It turns out he does. It's this old nursery rhyme shit, Dry Bones, that his mom used to sing to him about. Fucking kills his fucking dad, so he goes off to a mental hospital. He comes back to the same fucking house. His sister is there, blah blah blah. They're all reuniting. He's reuniting with old friends that he hasn't seen in forever. Dry Bones comes back. Dry Bones starts killing. So generic. Dry Bones is so uninteresting as a freaking killer. The makeup is not very good at all. Looks like some shit that you'd see at your local Halloween costume contest. And I'm not sure who was in charge of the special effects here, but like, the fake blood here is terrible. It's all watery and it's like a really dark, like copper red, and you really can tell that it's not the real deal, and it pretty much fucks up all of their gore scenes, but there's really not too many of those. They have some terrible one-liners for Dry Bones. They try so freaking hard here. I don't understand. Camp, what the fuck? There is a freaking preview on here for this freaking zombie musical comedy called My Fair Zombie, and I think I fucking wanted to see that, or I at least enjoyed that trailer more than I enjoyed this whole fucking movie. What is going on here? Do not watch Dry Bones. I don't even know why I'm gonna give you guys the trailer here, but just so that you stay clear of it, this movie is fucking absolute trash. Screw you, Dr. Quinn, you got me again.